Good afternoon, respected dignitaries, faculty members, and dear students. We are here for yet another amazing event by Startup Club with them. This is Vaibhav,
And I, Archandrakar.
and with great joy and immense pleasure, I extend my warm welcome to all present here for this session organized by Startup Club on the topic Intellectual Property Rights and IP Management for Startup.
Billa Institute of Technology, Durg, established in 1986, has always provided students with conductive and supportive academic ambience, blended with strong research and development culture, adopted by its faculty members to support various graduate and undergraduate programs. With this, I welcome our Chief Patrons, Sri Vijay Kumar Gupta Sir, Chairman BIT Trust, Sri Happy Mishra Sir, Secretary BIT Trust, our patrons, Dr. Arun Arora Sir, Director BIT Durg, Dr. Mohan Gupta Sir, Principal BIT Durg, Dr. Manisha Sharma Madam, Vice Principal BIT Durg, our conveyors for Startup Club, Dr. Subrata Nagpal Madam, our advisor, Dr. Satyavardhan Tiwari Sir, our program coordinator, Professor Vinita Gupta Madam, Startup Club coordinator, Professor Rajkumar Singh Sir, and our Startup Club faculty members, Professor Shubham Daswade Sir, Professor Pushpendra Singh Sir, and Professor Alok Sir.
The Startup Club aims to create the next generation of industry leaders and entrepreneurs by providing them with the necessary guidance and a platform full of opportunities to make their startup dream come true. Now, I would request Subrata Nagpal ma'am to address the session. Please, ma'am.
Thanks. A very good morning to all of you. Respected Mr. Rakesh Soni sir, today's session expert, Mrs. Vinita Gupta ma'am, coordinator of this session, Startup Club faculty members, my dear coordinators of Startup Club, and participants. On behalf of Villa Institute of Technology, Durg, I, Dr. Subrata Nagpal, welcome you all in this session on intellectual property. स्टार्टअप क्लब आपको जैसा पता है, स्टार्टअप क्लब our incubation center and Udan incubation center, we organize program according to the calendar of IIC cell and according to the guidelines of AICT. So for today's session is intellectual property rights. And as you all know that this is very important topic for startups, for researchers, and for all the students who are working in innovative field or in any new field. As we all know that there is our physical property and हम physical property की बहुत केयर करते हैं, हम उसके लिए टैक्स फिल करते हैं, हम उसकी विल लिखते हैं और हम उस पे अपना हक दिखाते हैं. Similarly, there are many rules and regulations for intellectual property also. और उसी पर आज हमारे जो एक्सपर्ट हैं मिस्टर राकेश सोनी जी वो बात करेंगे. एंड आई एम श्योर कि ये सेशन हमारे स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, हमारे स्टार्टअप के लिए और हमारी फैकल्टी के लिए जो दिन प्रतिदिन इस पे वर्क करती हैं, हम पेटेंट लेना चाहते हैं, हम अपने वर्क पे कॉपीराइट लेना चाहते हैं, तो हमारी फैकल्टी के लिए बहुत ही यूजफुल रहेगा. And again, I welcome you all on behalf of BIT Durg. And thank you so much, sir, for accepting our invitation for this session. And thank you so much. And over to Startup Club. Thank you, students.
Today, we are here to get the deep insights for the topic intellectual property rights and IP management for startup. And to tell us more about it, we have Mr. Rakesh Soni sir. Rakesh sir did his MPA from DAVV Indore, LLB honors in all law subjects from DAVV Indore. He also did his BSc in chemistry, botany, and zoology, MSc in botany from Vikram University, Ujjain in 1993.
Rakesh sir also has international membership with International Trademark Association (INTA), New York, USA, and Asian Patent Agent Association (APAA). Rakesh sir is the owner of law firm and Intellect Goodwill, established in 2001, providing prosecution and litigation services for intellectual property rights for the trade market. We welcome you, sir, and would request you to begin with the session.
यस, थैंक यू वेरी मच। जिंदगी है तो ख्वाब है तो मंजिलें हैं तो फासले हैं तो रास्ते हैं तो मुश्किलें हैं तो हौसला है तो विश्वास है कि फाइटर हमेशा जीतता है। And welcome to all the fighters, and thank you very much to BIT to given me the opportunity to discuss all the intellectual property right matter today. And I will give some of introduction about ourselves, what we are and what we are doing. Basically, we are the law firm, deal in the intellectual property rights that include the trademark, copyright, patent, designs, and all intellectual properties. And I'm also one of the registered patent agent from Government of India. I'm also a startup facilitator from Government of India, appointed by DIPP, Department of Industrial Promotion. So I'm not taking more time because I have very little bit time, but thank you very much the management of BIT and the students, those are joining today. I will share my all presentation through slides first of all, and if you have any kind of doubt, you can directly chat me or you can ask me after the session also. So I will share my presentation with my slides. It is very easy to understand all the new members. Those are not aware about the intellectual property rights. Okay. See that how to share it. Yes, now we will start our session with some of introduction. What exactly the intellectual property and what intellectual property rights? The property which are created by our intelligence is called intellectual property. And intellectual property, it's not a single property, it is a bunch of properties. So we will start our first session with the first intellectual property. This is a trademark and service mark. And we'll discuss what exactly the property is, why we are calling the property what they are. Because this is exclusive ownership and mandatory ownership under the law by the government, any concerning country, government of any concerning country under their specific law. Property are basically two types of properties are available. One is the tangible property and the another is the non-tangible property. We'll discuss what exactly the tangible property, as madam also told. The tangible property which can we are always worried about the tangible properties like land, money, gold, that kind of thing, machines, stocks, raw material, manpower, money, shares, that kind of property called tangible, which we can feel and we can touch the property. But obviously the one other property is also there. This is called non-tangible property, which are created by your brain, your intelligence, how to create the ideas, how to create the new kind of formulations, new kind of concepts you can create, and you can register under the law. This is called non-tangible property. The non-tangible property again divide in the two particular classes. This is the one is the intellectual properties, the another is non-intellectual properties. So intellectual properties are also divided in two categories. One is the industrial property, the another is non-industrial property. The industrial property, what are the trademark registration, where you can get the name of your company, name of your product, you can register it as a brand name in the Trademark Act. The patent, which is very important, we will discuss in the last of this session, the patent registration. And the patent is registration of your invention, your any kind of novelty which are available in your innovation. Okay. And the another is the design registration, where you can get the registration and protect your design and shape and configuration, like the Bisleri bottle, Coca-Cola bottles, any specific shape of any machine. Geographical indication. The geographical indication is particular is society kind of registration. Society can get the registration. A particular society can only use the name of the particular product. It's called geographical indication. The other is the trade secret, which there is no law of a trade secret, but it can protect by the law. It can protect by your own, but it's there is no specific law. The copyright registration, it is called non-industrial property. Why it is called non-industrial property? Like suppose I have wrote any kind of novel or any kind of magazine or any article which is covered under the Copyright Act. So Copyright Act is specifically cover your protection of your audio, video, literature, any kind of artistic work. You can register under the Copyright Act. So these are the tangible and non-tangible property. Perfect. So we'll go ahead with the definition of the intellectual property. What intellectual property? Intellectual property are statutory rights and allow the creator or owner of intellectual property to exclude other from exploiting the same commercially for a given period of time. यहाँ पे the two things are important. The statutory rights, these rights are given by any specific law. Just suppose the patent under the department and government of India will give the specific statutory rights that you can only use and you can only encash your invention commercially, and also exclude from others to exploiting the commercially. If somebody is copying your idea and somebody is taking the illegal advantage of your invention, you can protect yourself. So these two things are important in the intellectual property. The first is statutory rights, which are given by any law of any government, and the another is exploiting to the others. Nobody can copy or this kind of intellectual property. So this is actually the important thing. So we'll go the what exactly the variants of the intellectual property is available in India. Normally we'll start with the trademark registration, where you can get the name, you can register the name of your product, like Lakme, like Ponds, like any kind of name. You can register it as a trademark act. The copyright, I already discussed, audio, video, literatures, any album, any artistic work, any portrait, you can register. Plant breeder variety act. Under plant breeder registration, any farmer society can register their rights under plant breeder if they have grown some of special variety of some plant. The design registration, under design registration, you can get the registration of any specific shape or configuration of your product. If you have invented some new novel shape, which is easy and which is utility for the society. Geographical indication we will discuss later. The name of particular society, like the Agre ka Petha, Maheshwar ki Sadiyan, that kind of particular, the Assam ki chai. Nobody can use the Assam tea in anywhere in the world, specifically in India, because the Assam tea is registered by the Society of Assam Tea Farmers. It is registered under geographical indications. The another is the trade secret. I told you there is no law, but obviously like the Coca-Cola formula is still trade secret. It's not disclosed anywhere in the world. The another is the hot cake of the IPR is patent registration, where you can register your novelty, your uniqueness of your invention or your innovation. Perfect. So we will go through the one by one. We will go through the example. This is one example of the Bikano Bhujia. In this particular Bhujia, all IPs are available. Like the first IP is the name. Name Bikano is registered under the Trademark Act. The logo of the trademark is registered under Trademark Act. Design of shape of the pocket, the design of this packet is registered under Design Act. The artistic work, like these features, yellow lines and green lines combination, is registered under Copyright Act. The invention, the formula of the making this bhujia is registered under the Patent Act. And geographical word, this is the Bikaneri. It is nobody can use Bikaneri bhujia anywhere in the world without permission of the Society of Bikaneri Bhujia Manufacturer Association. So this is called the Bikaneri, this is geographical indications. This is another example. It's a bottle. This particular bottle having the specific shape. Coca-Cola Pepsi cannot use the bottle of Coca-Cola because it is registered worldwide as under Design Act. Trademark, the Coca-Cola itself cannot register. Anybody cannot use without permission of the Coca-Cola company. The trade secret, the formula is still trade secret of the two brothers of Coca-Cola family. They are not disclosing anywhere and they are not getting the registration. That's why this is not yet disclosed. Okay, so we will discuss one by one the all intellectual properties. The first intellectual property, the trademark, where you can register the name like the Crocin, the Microsoft, Sony, Coca-Cola, Canon. In fact, the symbols also you can get registration like the Reebok's Nike symbol, Reebok symbol. This is Toyota symbol that can registered under the Trademark Act. This is registered for the lifetime, but the subsequent renewal of every 10 years you can register. Word you can register, name you can register, symbol you can register, any specific sound also you can register, like the any mobile tune, like the Apple tune. The starting tune and closing tune is there available there. You can register under the Trademark Act also. The color distinguishments also listed. If any specific color is your identity, like orange color is identity of one mobile company, so this is registered under the Trademark Act 1999 in India. So today we are talking about big because it is a domestic act, so we are talking about the Indian acts only. So the Trademark Act registered under Trademark Act 1999 for lifetime, for subsequent renewal of 10 years. We are going for the another intellectual property, which is called the Copyright Act. Copyright Act is registered 60 years, the application, from the application plus the life of author. So this Copyright Act cover, you can protect your literature. Suppose you have written some thesis or any work, you can register under the literature of copyright registration. Audio, suppose you have make any kind of tune or any kind of music, suppose you have make any TikTok video, so this is your intellectual properties. Nobody can use, or nobody can take the advantage of your own creation of under Copyright Act 1957. Any kind of cinematographic film can also registered under the Copyright Act. Artistic work, and like the packet, this packet is registered under Copyright Act. Nobody can use this particular color combination for other product also, like Crocin. Somebody can use Panasonic, but they cannot use this particular logo. The software, specifically, this is important thing. The software can registered under Copyright Act only. The work which are created by you in object code and source code only, you can get registered under Copyright Act. Patent not applicable on the software. If patent support to the any hardware, then only you can claim for the hardware patent. But normally it is registered under Copyright Act only. The album you can register, the picture you can register, the portrait you can register under Copyright Act. Okay, this is the design registration. Design registration, this is only the introduction. I will give you the all in details. I will give all the details. The design registration under the Design Act 2000, and this is registered initially for the 10 years and they subsequently renew for the 5 year also. But after 15 years, this is covered under the public domain and anybody can use it. Nobody can challenge the exclusive right on the particular design. This is actually the tablet, the medicinal tablet. The specific this design is registered under the Design Act, and this kind of certificate will grant by the design department, patent department also. Patent registration. This is actually the hot cake of intellectual property rights. The patent registration cover under the Patent Act 1970, subsequently renewed it. But what you can patent? You can patent any kind of invention which is in existence. You can get the exclusive right for 20 years only for any product and process which are create or innovate by you only, and after 20 years it will automatically come in the public domain and anybody can use it. So this is exclusively statutory rights which are given only for the 20 years initially, 20 years totally. So this is you can get registered patent for your product and your process also. Product, suppose you have invented some novel product which is useful for the society, you can register it. In the process, if any specific process which are very productive and which can save the fuel and which can save the money of the manufacturer, you can also register under the Patent Act 1970 in India. This is actually the some examples of the Trademark Act. There is the word mark of Philips. This is registered under Trademark Act. The signature, like the Shahnaz Hussain, like this Javed Habib signatures are also mentioned on the product as a trademark. This is actually the label mark, and this is registered for jeans and that kind of garments normally. Numeral mark, which is specifically used in the soap and the tobacco products, specifically this number BD, like this. Sound mark, the Nokia tune, yeah, or any kind of other tune, or any kind of, in fact, the when we are giving the race to our bike, so vroom vroom, the sound is also registered with the one other company under the Trademark Act. Okay. This is actually the symbols normally used for the trademark. This is TM. This is used for the unregistered trademark normally. This is SM. This is used for service industries. Like you are the service provider industry, like Billa Institute of Technology. They can use the service mark instead of trademark, because trademark is specifically used for the goods manufactured by the manufacturer. And another is the R. R is, that means it is permanently registered. The first stage is TM or SM. The permanently registered, whenever you get the registration, you can use the word R. This is actually the difference between TM and R. This is actually example. This product is the pump basically, and this is registered under Trademark Act. The service industry, Uber, you know very well. Uber is registered under the Service Mark Act. This is basically difference. Why the IPR is important? Intellectual property, the trademark is normally the technical people, you are not understanding the value of the brand name. You are very focusing on the patent, but the trademark is having their own equal value. I will give the one of example, the Matlani Group. They have sold their own brand name Jet mosquito repellent to the Godrej only in 40 crores. So we will give the another example of the Dr. Juneza's Kesh King oil. You know very well about the Kesh King oil. Normally it was registered with some very small MSME. This is Dr. Juneza's manufacturer was there. Now Imami purchased the brand, this goodwill name Kesh King, in under value of 1635 crores. Only the brand name they have purchased it. So this is the value of your intellectual properties or your trademark. Okay. Why the intellect, like this is another example. The Paris sold out their own brands, Move, Cold, Each Guard and Ring Guard in 403 crores. So this is the another chart of where the Disney and Warner, the Mickey Mouse and that kind of cartoons, they are generating their revenue under the Trademark Act. This is actually the benefit. This is the photograph of Bangkok airport where the Starbucks cafe, Starbucks instead of Starbucks, because this is actual infringement. They are taking the advantage of Starbucks. So if you are registered under Trademark Act, you can take the legal action against them and you can stop the all kind of duplicates under the market. So this is Nike, Likey, that kind of duplicacy is going on. Distillery, Billori, Home Light, Home Life. This kind of infringement also, the remedy is available under Trademark Act Section 27. Nobody can copy the duplicate registered mark, any similar mark to the similar and resemble to the registered mark. Okay, Pizza Hut, Pizza Hop. This is another advantage of the intellectual property rights trademark as a brand legacy. Under brand legacy, I will give an example of McDonald's. McDonald's, approx more than 35,000 outlets are going to open in every year. Because 35,000 brand name. Now the Ray Kroc, the owner of the founder of the McDonald's, is not with us, but they are using the brand name, and you are very much aware about the value of the Apple. Apple is only the brand name. Now it is a legacy, and it is going on to generation. Okay, these are the important things. The synonym. The another importance of the trademark is a brand goodwill. Suppose the brand synonym. And the Almira is now, we are talking in the layman language. This is the Almira. Almira, that means Godrej. So Godrej is a synonym of Almira now, vegetable oil also. So we have limited time. We will go ahead. The another parachute nariyal tel. Neela dibba matlab parachute. This is actually the punchline of the parachute. So this is actually the what trademark is registered for the lifetime by Government of India, but subsequently renewal of every 10 years. The registered owner normally use the brand, the symbol R. So trademark, you can register your brand name before the Government of India under Trademark Act 1999, and 5 offices are available there because this is Mumbai is the main office, head office, and which cover the western zone, just like MP, Chhattisgarh, Goa, Maharashtra. In Delhi cover the northern zone, Calcutta cover the eastern zone, Chennai cover the southern zone, Ahmedabad cover the Rajasthan and Gujarat only. So you can file your IPs directly on the website. I will give the website, and you can make your password ID there. You can file your trademark application before the any one of office which are cover under your jurisdiction of your, like you are in Chhattisgarh, you have to file your application at Mumbai office. Okay. So this is the normal procedure for trademark registration. Trademark number initially granted. This is actually the application number, but after 1 year approximately, we will get the final registration. This is actually the website ipindia.nic.in. You can go there, you can make your password ID, you can comprehensively file your application there under Trademark Act 1999 also. The other IPs are also available, like the design IP and patent IP is also available in the same website. This is actually covered under the Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion. Okay, this is public search. Whenever you are going to take the any brand name of your product or your firm, you have to take the search first of all. This name is available or not available. This is the public portal. This is free of cost, absolutely. So you can mention your brand name and you can check there. Availability. This is actually the procedure how to file your application before the trademark registrar. So you have to, whenever you make your password ID and the username, you can directly file your application in individual capacity as a startup and as a small entity, or in other entity also. You can file the startup for a startup and individual. You have to pay 4,500 for a small entity also as a government fees. But in the large entity, the government fees is double, 9,000. Okay. Whenever we file the application, we will get the objection report from Government of India from Trademark Department. This name is already registered and this name is blah and blah and blah. So we'll get the reply accordingly that this the objection made by the department is not maintainable. So this to be waived. But normally they will fix the hearing before the registrar. They will call us by the notice. We will appear there. We will argue there and get the final certificate like this. Okay, this is the trademark registration. You can register trademark in national capacity in India as well, because the India is the one of the member of the Madrid Protocol. The Madrid Protocol is international treaty where the number of members, 121 members are there. You can file one application and get the registration in the all partner countries of the Madrid Protocol. Okay, so. This is actually the some of brand you cannot register. Any kind of descriptive mark cannot register. Like for any speed engine, you cannot get the registration of a speed word. Any geographical name like Goa, Shimla, that cannot register. Descriptive mark like Swachh, Shuddh, Paustik for the eating things, you cannot register under the law. Non-registered national Amble Act is there. You cannot register any flag, any Ashok Chakra, that kind of device you cannot register. So this is actually the trademark registration. Some of the well-known you cannot use for the registration of trademark, like the well-known Facebook and that kind of trademark which are declared by the Government of India, Google. And this kind of like somebody applied for the Facebook cafe. and Google Wheat. That cannot register because this is the well-known trademark, and in any kind of goods, any kind of products, you cannot register that kind of well-known trademarks. Okay, so what exactly the remedies are available when you get the registration of your brand name? You will get the remedy, three type of remedies: civil remedy, criminal remedy, and administrative remedy. Obviously, in the civil remedy, you can file the suit before the court of law and get the compensation from the infringer, and you can take the action against criminal action. You can also file the complaint and make seize the duplicate goods available in the market. And administrative reason, you can take the help of any kind CSP rank officer, and you can make panchnama and seize the duplicate goods. So three kinds of remedies, legal remedies available in the law. This is actually the quiz. The one is the morning partner, the another is the evening partner with you. And now, because we are now in virtual there, so we cannot take the answer from you, but I will give the example. This is actually the one artwork where the Lipton is the brand name registered under the Trademark Act. The logo is registered under the Trademark Act. The design of this particular box is registered under Copyright Acts as a artistic work. Darjeeling word. This word is registered with the Assam Tea Manufacturer Association. Nobody can use this particular under Geographical Indication Act. The another example is there. This is the bottle of one whiskey, and this shape of the bottle registered under Design Act 2000. The label of the bottle is registered under the Copyright Act. The content of the whiskey is patented with the company. This is actually the example of all intellectual property, right? You can write the websites there. You can easily contact with us on the trademarkiso.com. This is our website, and all process and things are available there. And this is Government of India's website, ipindia.nic.in. This is master website of ours. You can register trademark, copyright, patent, design, everything in this website, Government of India. This is actually the body, the international body who is the monitoring of the all members of the WIPO, World Intellectual Property Right Organization. The another is the copyright registration, where you can get registration of your artistic work, literature, audio, video. This is the brief introduction of the one IP. This is called trademark registration. Okay. We will share the another slide because we have the limited time. We have go for the another IP, intellectual property rights. This is actually one IP. This is copyright registration. Perfect. Is it visible? Visible. Okay. We'll go ahead. The copyright registration. Copyright registration, normally we are talking about the layman. Whenever we're talking about what is copyright registration, he told that this is the right to copy the any kind of thing. But this is actually not the right to copy, but this is right to copy by the consent of the owner. So what Copyright Act is operated under? The Copyright Act 1957 in India. The type of copyrights are available in the market. This is the literature, where you can get registration of your thesis, your books, your magazines, your cartoons. You can register under that literary work. Films, cinematographic films, like the pictures available in the Bollywood, Hollywood, that can register under the Copyright Act. Dramatic work, any Shakespeare drama or any kind of drama can register. Music, the audio, video, you can register under the Copyright Act. Artistic work like the Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa can register under the Copyright Act. Sound recording, obviously, some sound recording, any kind of music can register under the Copyright Act. So this kind of copyright registration we have, we can apply for the copyright registration. What exactly the copyright and why the copyright? Copyright is exclusive right of the author or owner. This is actually the right to copy. You can adopt any your copyrighted work. You can give your right to another person also as on rent, or you can sold out your rights to the another person. Like you was very, very much aware about the Three Idiots. This is actually novel of Chetan Bhagat, but Chetan Bhagat another create the controversy there because the credit was not given to him. Actually, this is actually the reason. The literary work, normally if you wrote some novel, poem, some films, music work, you can register under the literary work under Copyright Act. Artistic work, suppose I have given the example to the parachute Nariyal Tel and this kind of artistic work registered can register under artistic work. Performing arts, I already told you. The website and the software can register copy under Copyright Act. You have to provide your object code or source code and language there, and you can get the registration for 60 years for your particular work. So software can register under Copyright Act. This is actually the copyright meaning given in under the section 14. Any kind of literary, audio work, computer work, cinematographic work, sound recording, you can register. The term of the copyright for 60 years plus life of honor, which is more prior. This right is approximate given for the lifetime, because the 60 years is average life of any human as per the law. So 60 years you will get the registration for copyright, and after this you can carry forward your rights to your other generation also. Infringement of copyright, again, three type of remedies available. If somebody is copying your copyright, like films and musics, you can take the civil action and you can file the case and you can get the compensation from court. Criminal action, you can make the seizure, government seizure there. You can make jail to the another infringer who is copying your rights. The administrative also, you can make this police seizure there. You can stop the duplicate goods there itself. So it's called infringement of copyright. The website is the another website is there, copyright.gov.in. This copyright website. You can make your password ID. You can file your copyright work there. Suppose you have to file your thesis or literature, you can make the 500 rupees receipt there, and you can directly file your work there along with details of applicant and author. Okay, this is the simple procedure. You have to file your application online. You will get the get the diary number immediately. You will you can get the examination report, some objections. You have to comply there. They will accept there. Either they will fix the hearing before the copyright registrar. The one office is available in India. This is at Delhi. A single office available in India. This is Delhi, and all over copyright filing are filed there, and certificate will issue this concerning office only. This kind of copyright certificate for given for your any literature, audio, video, that kind of. And some exceptions are there, like if you are using some work for using some copyright work for your own study. And so there is no need to take the permission of the actual owner. And some current event, like some pictures, some news are available in the public domain. Anybody can use it, and nobody can have exclusive right for the same. Like judicial proceedings, any court order is not exclusive right of any specific company or any specific lawyer, because this is in the public domain. And another thing is that suppose you are using any sound recording in your marriage procession, or your for personal use, you are using any music, Bollywood music or anything music, and this is not offense. But if the music is using for any commercial purpose, like in hotel, restaurant, bars, so it is actually the prohibited under the Copyright Act. I will give one example, the Chapak film. Actually, the film is made on the one acid victim, but another made by Meghna Guljar, and another Rakesh Bharti, who has already wrote this idea initially for as a Black Day, under title Black Day. He filed the suit before the Bombay High Court for making the infringement at their own work. Like this is another examples, posters. Yeah, perfect. We will discuss one case study. This is actually the David Slater. He's the wildlife photographer. Went to the one Indonesia's a small place of Indonesia, in the jungle of Indonesia, and set up the camera there. And the one chimpanzee will go there, and chimpanzee will take his own photograph there. So this photograph, particular chimpanzee's photograph, it's very famous on the all social platforms, and this will get the particular this Slater, the wildlife photographer, got the $1 billion there. And after the PETA is actually the Society of Animal Welfare, filed the suit against the Slater that because this photograph is taken by this chimpanzee, the right of the photograph is on chimpanzee only. So he has donated their some fund, the earning and some remuneration to the PETA Society for the welfare of the chimpanzees. Okay, this is actually the value of copyright registration. We will go for the another IP. This is the design registration. Is it visible? Yes, design registration. So we have already discussed the trademark registration and the copyright registration. Design registration. Design registration is any specific shape you can register under the Design Act 2000, where you can take the specific and exclusive right. Like I will give example. This is the tablet of Pfizer. This particular shape is registered with Pfizer. If somebody is copying, anybody will copying, they can take the legal action against them. The bottle of Coca-Cola, the bottle of Distillery, that kind of outer shape can registered under the Design Act. Okay, this is the one of lollipop. This is registered. This is the motor. This is actually the candy. This is furniture. This torch. The specific shape. Nobody can make this specific shape of under the candies for the without consent of the actual owner of design. So this kind of design registration will grant whenever you file your design in 3-dimensional photograph before the Calcutta office. Normally 4 offices are there, then one head office at Calcutta only. So you have to file design registration there. You will get the exclusive right of this particular shape for 15-year maximum. Initially 10 years, subsequently renewal of 5 years. So this is the sum of example of the design registration, where you can get the design registration. Okay. So because we are going fast, because we have to discuss the patent registration, which is very much important. But before going to patent registration, we will go for the other IPs which are still remaining. This is still the other IPs geographical indication. I already told you the geographical, what exactly the geographical indication. Geographical indication is exclusive right for the local people who deals in the particular local businesses, like the Maheshwar ki sadiyan, Agra ka petha, Basmati chai, the Darjeeling tea, so Bikaneri bhujia. So nobody can take the advantage of that identity which are created by the society, members of society at their own place. Suppose Bikaneri bhujia. This is some of the geographical indications which are associated with particular area, like the chicken of handloom by Lucknow. This kind of printings, Madhubani printing from Bihar. This like Tirupati laddu. This is food stuff registered with the Tirupati Society only, and Mysore silk, and this kind of Kotadora sarees, and this kind of things can registered under the Geographical Indication Act. This is again registered for the lifetime, but subsequent renewal of every 10 years. The difference between the trademark and geographical indication is that the trademark can register anyone individually also, but normally the geographical indication for is specifically registered for the specific area members society only. This is actually the geographical indication. I will give some of example of the Chhattisgarh geographical indications which are registered with the Government of India. This is the Bastar Iron Craft. This is registered, the particular shape is registered with the Chhattisgarh Handicraft Vikas Board. And if anyone will copy this particular thing and Bastar Iron Craft in the name of Bastar Iron, they can take the legal action against them under Geographical Indication Act. The Bastar Wooden Art, you are very much aware because you are from Chhattisgarh. The Bastar Wooden Art, this is also registered as a geographical indication before the Government of India. The Bastar Dokra, this is another metal art. This is handicraft. This is also registered with the Chhattisgarh state government. Highest geographical indication registered by the Karnataka government And this is Jiraful. One of the another logo is registered with the Javik Krishi Utpadaks Maryadit Ambikapur. The champa silk, like the champa silk, nobody can sell their own silk sarees in the name of champa without consent of this Champa Raigad Hatkarga society. Okay, this kind of certificate will grant this certificate for Ratlami Bhujia, Ratlami Sev. Nobody can use this Ratlami Sev without consent of the actual owner of the society. Okay, this is another geographical indication. This is Kadaknath Murga. This is very famous in the Madhya Pradesh. This is black kind of chicken available there. In only this society can use this particular name, Kadaknath Murga. Another thing very important for the electronic students, semiconductor integrated circuit layout design can also register. This kind of design you can register directly on the website of semiconductor integrated circuit design department, and you can file your application there. This is the SICLD registry. You can file your they will check under the Integrated Circuit Design Registration Act. If nobody similar circuit is available there, they will register with you. You can get the royalty by the any duplicacy or infringer. This is important things. So another important, this is the trade secret. Trade secret is basically the intellectual property right. This is unknown property rights. There is no provision under the law, but you can make the trade secret in your mind only, and you can transfer or inherit your rights to your generation. This is called trade secret basically. So we will start our patent registration. This is very much important for you because you are in engineering. Yes, what patent is? Patent is the exclusive right and of the innovator or inventor or owner, where he can get registration of their innovation or invention. Patent registration in India, it is granted under the Patent Act 1970. This will grant for the product and process both. If you have invented some new product, you can get registration under the Patent Act. This is our legal monopoly right. If somebody is copy your invention, you can take legal action against them. You can make the compensation there. The specific period, this will grant for only specific period of 20 years. After 20 years, this is publicly available in public domain. This is open for all. Nobody can use it. This is particular right of the patent holder. The legal right is excluded from the commercial exploitation of the others. If somebody is copying the invention, and you can easily take the legal action against civil and criminal, both of them. So normally the patent, what patent is? Patent is the exclusive right of the inventor or owner, but the requirement for the patent is the first of all this to be novel. It do not disclose anybody anywhere in the world, but this registration given only for the territorial India. But it is very much important that this particular invention not available anywhere in the world. So it not to be published anywhere in a website or any social platform, unused, that to be unused, undisclosed. In the particular invention which you are applying to be inventive step to be there. So you have to prove the inventive step, what inventive steps is available in this particular invention. Useful for the industrial application. Industrial application, that means not for industry, but this is for human beings. So that to be useful for the human societies. So product and process can register under the Patent Act. Any novel product, any process can also register. What patent cannot patent? We do non-fabulous, non-patentability basically. It do not fabulous like the so gaurav ki taakat hai, jaise ki like in Ayurveda it is normally called the Shilajit having 100 horsepower. So it do not to be fabulous. It to be specifically, particularly qualitative as well as quantitative also. You have to measure the output of your patent, what you are getting from your invention. against, not against the natural law. Natural law, like I have made some poison for killing the humans, it cannot register under the patent. Contrary from the morality and injurious, like any kind of things, like I have made any harm, like atom bomb I have made for killing the humans, it cannot register under the law. But atom bomb or any nuclear bomb which is created for the generating power can register under the Patent Act. This is actually not against the morality. Made discovery, like the things which are already in existence, or you are only re-engineering and using from new things, it cannot register under the Patent Act. Like I will give the example, like the paracetamol. Paracetamol is normally using as an anti-fever drug, but if you are using as an anti-analgesic, you cannot get the patent under the Patent Act, because it to be novel, the drug to be novel. This is again the same mere admixture, resulting only the aggregation. Like I cannot patent anything like A and B substances already in existence. I will make the AB substance, it cannot register it to be novel always. Okay. It cannot mathematic formula, because mathematic formula can register under Copyright Act. It cannot any literary work, dramatic work, music work, because it's registered under Copyright Act. Performing mental act, because this is again the Copyright Act. Topography cannot integrated circuit, because they have their own act. Integrated designs. The traditional knowledge cannot register under the Patent Act. Like you heard about the patent of turmeric, haldi, and the neem. This is applied in USA. Then Government of India filed the opposition against the USPTO, US Patent Office, that this is already well-known property as a traditional knowledge, so it cannot register, and the registration was refused by the US Patent Office. Invention related to atomic energy cannot apply for the registration without consent of Government of India. So any kind of idea or concept which are not in the existence right now, like I will give the example of multi-level marketing. This, they are making the tree, and like Amway is the leader in this field. They tried a lot to get the registration under Patent Act, but no idea, no concept, no business plan can protect under the Patent Act. Okay, the preparation of the I will give the brief introduction about how to prepare your own patent. So first of all, suppose you have invented some new machine, you have to check the patentability, whether it to be patentable or not patentable. It to be non-obvious, non-frivolous, not mental legal act. I already told you what cannot patent. So you have to check your invention is patentable or not patentable. Then thereafter, you have to make your own prior art search. For prior art search, you can use the free engine also. Free engines available there on Google Patent Engine. If it is free of cost engine, it is also available there. Government of India's engine available there. Search engine, ipindia.nic.in. The USPTO engine is available there. You can check the US patent, it is available or not available. You can directly mention the keyword of your invention. Suppose I have make one drone, which is specifically used by the sunlight, or suppose I have made some drone, solar drone. So I have to check the maximum keyword. I have to check the keywords at IP India, USPTO, and Google Patent. The like solar drone, the drone operate by the solar energy. Like maximum keyword we have to make, and we have to make the search first of all, that cannot that patent or it patentable or not patentable. Then we have to make our own draft there. So for drafting, we can file the patent application in two capacity. The first is the provisional patent, the another is the complete patent. Under provisional patent, this is a temporary patent, but you have to just mention your invention and your idea, and you can file the application there. Until or unless you are not providing the complete specification, they will not treat your application as a complete. But whenever you file your complete specification, they will make the prior art reference. So under drafting of your patent, you have to make prior art reference. Suppose you have make a drone. I told you that a drone is solar operated drone. So you have to take the prior art which are available in the existence, like the solar system, like the drones. This kind of reference you can give in your drafting. Description, you can mention what exactly you have made. You have made the solar plate on your drone. There is no need of any kind of outside energy. You can operate your drone by your own solar system. You can make the description there, you can make the drawing there. You have to submit your claims in the last of your application. The first claim is always called principal claim. The other claims are called supporting claims. So principal claim have whole gist of your patent in your principal claim, basically. This is actually the procedure. Like filing of patent application, you have to take the prior art search. I already told you. Early publication, you whenever you file your application, department will automatically publish your application for inviting the opposition after 18 months. But you suppose you are in a hurry and you have to expose your product in the market, so you can pay some additional fees for early publication. They will publish your patent in their own journal, which is available on website, Government of India's website, ipindia.nic.in. Thereafter publication, you can file the request for examination. You can request that please examine my application. This is not similar to the others. They will make the examination. The prima facie, they will make some initial refusal there. You can reply accordingly. If they are satisfied, they will accept your application. Otherwise, they will fix the hearing before the controller of patent. So you can go there, you can argue there, you can present your own invention there, how your invention is different from the other cited objection in the examination report of controller of patent. So whenever you prove your invention, definitely you will grant the patent registration, the patent granted for the 20 year from date of application. But normally in India, the patent granting period is 1 to 1.5 year, and after this you will get the whole process, you will get the registration. Application requirement, you have to file the patent form 1. I will show the website where you can file the provisional and complete specification in duplicate, abstract of your gist of your patent. What if drawing is available, you have to produce the drawing. Proof of right of application. If you are already having some rights like research and this thing, you can register. If you are filing through any kind of attorney like us, you have to give the power of attorney to us. Normally the fees for individual filing, this is the 1,000 rupees. But if your college is filing, or any big company, private limited or limited, is filing the patent application, single 4,000 is the fees for application. Subsequently, for individual capacity, the fee is suppose 1 rupees. In a large capacity, it is 4 times. That means 4 rupees. Okay. The provisional specification. Like in the Patent Act, whenever you are filing your patent before the controller of patent, you have to make your provisional specification where you can give the small introduction of your invention. Okay. And no need to mention your claim in drawings, anything, no need to mention in provisional specification. But within 365 days, you have to give the complete specification in full, like the title of invention, the field of invention, use of invention, prior arts, drawings, summary of invention, details, and all this thing you have to give there. So claims to be, whenever you are filing the claims, the single claim is always principal claim. The another claims are, I told you, suppose you have made some solar drone. Your claim is solar there, because drone is already in existence. You have to make the drone which is powered by the solar system. This is actually the example. So this is actually the one drafted application. We don't have more time, so we cannot discuss in detail. Whenever we will in physical capacity there, we will give some case studies also. This is cover page of your invention. This is disclosure. This is title of invention, cross reference if it is available, background of invention to be there. Like I have one pen which have the fan and the electric power. This is my invention in this application. So I have to give the previous background also of my invention, like the pen is already available, pencil is already available, but in this application the author cannot use the light, so he can use through this invention he can get the light from his on this invented pen and get the pen also. So this is actually the claim, the first claim called independent claim. The others are supporting claim. This independent claim normally called as a principal claim also. This is actually abstract of the last thing in your patent application is abstract. What the patent is in the brief introduction. This is drafting of patent. I will give the design, how to make the design. This is actually the pump. This is submersible pump, where we have mentioned each and every part in index, and we have mentioned this patent filed by us only before the USPTO. So in this one we have mentioned this is our inner ring, this is our circuits, and this kind of we have mentioned there. The claims we have already discussed. This is some famous patents, Thomas Alva Edison's, and this is Wright brothers, the flying machine. Okay. So this is free schedules. You can file your one application as in individual custody, 1,000 rupees, the 4,000. Subsequently, the another things are also, the renewal is also 4 times in the case of large entity or legal entity. Okay, this is the free schedules. The 4 territorial offices are there for filing your patent. The first is Chennai. This is for southern area. Mumbai for the western area. New Delhi for the northern area, and one Calcutta for rest of India can file the patent before the controller. Whenever you file your application directly online, so automatically they will allot your application to the appropriate territory or appropriate jurisdiction before the appropriate office. Okay. So you can file your patent application in national capacity. You can file your application in US, Europe. You can file your application by PCT. This is actually the treaty, patent conventional treaty. You can file your application internationally also from through this PCT. So this is $1 billion case of famous case of Apple and Samsung. Samsung copied in Galaxy feature, all features and design and everything copied under the this Samsung mobile, where Apple claimed for the trademark, copyright, patent infringement, and Samsung paid the penalty there for infringing of this particular device. Called $1 billion case. This is another the Bajaj versus TVC that they launched the Flame vehicle, Flame bike, which having the 3 spark plug engine, where actual owner of this technology is Bajaj. They filed the suit against the TVS and got the injunction against them to stop the duplicate goods. So this is actually another example. This is anti-cancer medicine, Glivec. Glivec, they have filed the patent in India, but they not got the patent because this particular salt is already using for the another purpose. I told you about the paracetamol use. The paracetamol is normally used for the anti-fever, but somebody has claimed for the analgesic also or antipyretic also, so they cannot get the registration because salt is already in existence. So now this is our website where you can search your patent. Suppose you have make this solar drone, you can search there invention at patent website. So this kind of certificate will grant after a whole process. You will get the certificate for 20 years. Okay, this is some funny patent. Okay, this is Indian patent made by some this pulley where the bucket cannot go in the well. This is another patent, solar mosquito destroyer. This kind of Indian patent will file before the department. These are the important website. You can note the website where you can file your patent, your trademark, your copyright, all these things. And obviously our website is also there, trademarkiso.com. This is the end of the session. Now I will invite the questioner if you have some. Anybody have any kind of question they can ask about any kind of intellectual property rights like trademark, copyright, patents, designs? Vinita madam, it's over to you now.
Thank you so much, sir,
Yes,
for
sir.
such a great session. We are grateful for the time and effort you took to share your thoughts and experience with us. We are pleased to have your valuable contribution. The session was inspirational and thought provoking and was indeed helpful for our future entrepreneurs. On behalf of Startup Club, I would like to thank you for your gracious presence and for a truly memorable session.
Now, I would request Professor Vinitha Gupta Madam, our today's session coordinator, to deliver her vote of thanks. Please, ma'am.
On behalf of entire BIT fraternity and on behalf of the Startup Club, I extend my sincere thanks to today's speaker, Shri Rakesh Soni sir, for taking time for us in spite of his busy schedule. Sir, your presence and voice will definitely magnify our knowledge uh, in this area. Many words we have only heard, कुछ वर्ड्स तो हमने सिर्फ सुने ही थे और कुछ चीजों को तो हमने एनालाइज ही नहीं किया था कि ये एक्चुअली कॉपीराइट भी होगा. थैंक यू सो मच सर. I also extend my sincere thanks to our honorary secretary, Shri I. Mishra sir, Dr. Arun Arora sir, our principal, Shri Mohan Gupta sir, vice principal, Dr. Manisha Sharma ma'am, for their motivation and support. I would also like to thank our convener, Dr. Shubhrata Nagpal ma'am. She always motivate us. Being a catalyst, she always inspire us to do our best. I also like to thank our team members, staff members, my faculty colleagues, and at the last but not the least, I would like to thank my student team for making this event a memorable one. So you will be happy to hear that all the program is organized by our students only. From making brochure, post anchoring, and other technical issues are handled by our live streaming. All the technical support are uh, taken care by our student team. Thank you, one and all. Over to you, Arth and Vaibhav. Thank you, one and all.
Everyone attending the session right now, we have posted a feedback link in the chats here and in the YouTube comment section also. We have made it short and simple, so it won't be taking much time. So please give us your feedback.
With this, I wind up today's session. Thank you so much, everyone joining us. See you in the next session.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rakesh sir. And thank you, Vinita ma'am, for conducting such a good program. And thank you to our coordinators for today's session, student coordinators. Thank you, Rakesh sir, once again from BIT Durg. Thank you.
I request all of you to please turn on your